Despite what on the surface appeared to be a positive summer for Bristol Rovers, things have not started well for them on the pitch. Things looked great when Darrell Clarke was reappointed as head coach and he had assistants come in to support him. And of course, the club have been very active in the transfer market so far, bringing in a whole host of new players to combat what was a tragedy of relegation at the end of last season under Inigo Calderon. And yet, on the pitch, things could not have started in worse fashion for the Gas. They've lost 3 games in a row, the most recent of which was in the Carabao Cup as they were dumped out of the competition at home against Cambridge United in the first round of the competition. 2-0 was the final score. Goals in each half. The first around the half-hour period from Louis Appert, and then a header towards the end from Ryan Loft of Cambridge sealed the deal and saw Bristol Rovers dumped out of the competition. Well, it's fair to say that Darrell Clarke was not very pleased after the full-time whistle as he reacted to yet another loss for the club that he manages. It's clear to see that it's having an impact on him, and he is very unhappy with his players so far and the way that they have performed and acted as the season has got underway. But let's hear exactly what he had to say following the full-time whistle against Cambridge as Bristol Rovers lost once again during the start of their season.
Painful watch. There's no hiding from that fact. A million miles away from where we need to be. Where we need to be at. I think there's lots of circumstances in and around that as well as a why. And but listen, like I said, I can't say no more. It's a painful night. It's painful watching that, to be honest with you, at times. But where we're at the minute, I'm afraid, so more work, more mentality. You still see players a little bit scarred. Still see players trying to find the feet a little bit, get the rhythm, and. But like I said to the players there after the game, after the pitch, you've got to stomach this up, because those performances won't be accepted by myself or the supporters. So you've got to dig deep and understand that next time you come out, be miles better.
The manner of the goals must have just left you so immensely frustrated, helpless completely. It's individual errors and completely punished by Cambridge.
Listen, it's not just the goals, it's just the performance in general, to be honest with you. The goals are poor conceded goals, and we're a little bit lightweight in the back line as things stand at the minute with circumstances. So we do look a little bit soft at the minute, we do look a little bit fragile, we do look like we're not a team, anywhere near a team at the minute, and that's up to myself and the coaching staff to get that a lot better and a lot righter. So I'll take the pressure off the players, and I know where we're sort of going to be heading, and we're a million miles away off that. So it's a bit of another painful night for us.
You made the changes at the break, but was it 2 you had pre-planned? You said about the number of games recently. I know it enabled you to change the shape of the 2 coming off. Was it just because of that?
Well, listen, Alfie's calf tightened really up. We know the centre-back situation, so there's no way I could afford to risk that. But I've got Promise and Josh on the bench, but they wouldn't have even made the bench, to be honest with you. I didn't have 9 subs because I've got to be careful on their minutes and their load, because obviously Promise's injury record last season, I can't afford to play him Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday off the bat. And these are the things that there's always going to stop getting some rhythm. Players, Fabrizio's coming in fresh, but he plays his first 60, 65 minutes the other day. There's so many circumstances around why that performance is as bad as it is. But listen, I always take accountability for that. But it's a painful night. But I also know there won't be loads of nights like that.
Chesterfield Saturday, you've said before about bringing a couple of players in before the window shuts, but is there going to be enough time to do any business by then?
Well, let's hope so, because we need them, don't we? It's there for all to see. Obviously we've had a window. There's always going to be a bit of a transfer window like this, as in to say, because when you get relegated, there has to be a sensibility on your costs and cover your costs, and we've had to sell a couple of players, which is then going to enable us to invest in other areas of the squad. So that with that, you have to be patient, but you also have to make sure that you get players better than the ones we've got in the building. I don't want squad players coming in. I certainly don't need that. I need players that are going to be coming into the 11 to make us a lot stronger, and we will get stronger. Listen, it's painful at the minute. It's painful for my gas heads. It's painful for the fans. I get it. I understand it. I understand the frustration. We want to hit the ground running.